that, we're at the end of our legislative session. We'll move to the second open forum. Kaylani Bonner. And then Sherry Barnett, then Gabriel Elliott, and then Stephen Macco.
Hi. I'm here to speak on freedom of speech, and I think with a lot of knowledge now in our nation about free speech zones, which I personally feel are really just part of the incremental assault on our liberties. Seeing that even in Eastern, we have friends that have had troubles with that. And then we have the UN, the global governing bodies that are interfering with our nation's sovereignty and their desire. We see this right now, especially with things going on in Europe with the anti-blasphemy laws, where they committed a crime to speak against Islam. It could be anything, but that's the one they picked now. The UN has, a great majority, wanted to label pro-life speech to be classified as torture. This was something that came out years ago. So I'm not naive about the threats we have to free speech right now in our nation. So directly to address Ben, as well as any council members that might agree with him with these issues. A handful of weeks ago, I heard that you, Ben, expressed interest in attempting to restrict public testimony to a confined list of approved topics that you would release. I also heard that you specifically wish to silence any speech regarding abortion or Planned Parenthood and possibly even gun rights, stating that these are not city issues. The ill logic with that line of thinking is that any law, whether it is state or federal, that directly affects the residents of Spokane is a city issue. One of the greatest protections built into our republic is that we can take our concerns about our laws and the actions of our government to our local governing bodies. If our local governing bodies do not agree with us, we have still exercised our freedom in being heard. Allowing residents to exercise their freedom of speech should never be spoken of contemptuously. The highest respect and permission is to be guaranteed for citizens to express grievances to their governing bodies. Grievances are embodied by the people who define and express them as they see fit, not as your opinion would like to dictate. And your attempt to silence and censor the citizens who come here to testify by limiting their content, hoping to slam your gavel against their deeply held concerns and convictions, is a disparaging aberration of your leadership role. The solution for this council is to remember today and in the future that you serve the people you agree and disagree with and must afford them equal dignity, time, and respect. And most honestly, I'm here because I care about you and the people in this community and my children and your children, and I don't want to grow up. I don't want them to grow up. I guess I'm hopefully not going to grow much this way, but I don't want them to grow up and talk about what it used to be like to be free. So please support freedom of speech. Thanks.
Sherry Barnett.